Ziziquan Village, Zhejiang Province, China. This tiny village with only 1,000 villagers may look peaceful, but it hides a nightmare for many people around the world. Over 3 million snakes of various species are all living within an area of less than 1 square kilometre. Snakes have been considered medicinal gems for thousands of years in China. China supplies 70% of the world's snake production, and this tiny village has accounted for 30% of that output since the 1980s. But it's not only a place in the country that farms snakes. Guangdong Province in China, snake meat is valued for its nutritional value. It's low in fat and is rich in protein. It is also believed to help with skin conditions like eczema. In certain countries in Eastern Asia, snake gallbladder and snake wine have been popular remedies to strengthen kidneys and joint health. Thanks to these benefits, China's snake farming industry has become a multi-million-dollar economic powerhouse, generating significant revenue. A bottle of snake wine can be sold for 7,000 to 8,000 yuan, equivalent to around 980. If farmers leave them in the cage for too long, they will die. Then these eggs are put into a box containing around 5 centimeters of soil and sand with 25 to 30% moisture content. A thin layer of sand is then spread over the eggs. The incubation period lasts around 75 days, during which the eggs must be regularly checked to ensure they are uniformly large, white, and dry. Any damaged eggs should be immediately removed. These large-scale operations regulate humidity and temperature at around 80 degrees Fahrenheit in order to mimic the natural. Farmers need to clean the barn regularly because snake skin is everywhere. Now we are back with the newly hatched baby snakes. Farmers need to check the incubation box thoroughly to make sure none are left behind. They are then placed in an enclosure. This farm put 80 cobras per cage. Water is provided 7 days after shedding, and they are often fed small animals like frogs and mice. The feeding frequency is every 3 to 5 days. Farmers give since birth. However, these skilled workers still have to wear protective gear or use safety tools when feeding them. Plus, they must not get too close to them after wearing perfume or drinking alcohol, because this will change their body's smell and make snakes think that they are strangers. Despite being wild animals with high disease resistance, weekly hygiene is still essential in snake farming. Snakes need clean, cool water for drinking and bathing. The snake is a relatively clean animal to farm because their excrement is dry and not too odorous. Snakes are harvested for meat between 6 months to 1 year old, and the medicinal parts intact. Snakes are then specially placed standing in jars. After that, the winemakers fill it with rice wine or glutinous rice wine with an alcohol content of 40 to 60%. The wine is steeped for a minimum of 6 months, although ideally over 3 years, to fully extract the purported medicinal properties of the snakes and herbs. Consumed in small quantities, typically 30 to 50 milliliters per day, snake wine is believed to alleviate arthritis and enhance vitality. Despite all those good things, snake wine poses significant dangers. Numerous incidents of snake bites occurring when the snakes weren't killed before going into the jar and revived after being dormant for over 3 years have been told. This is because they can stay dormant depending on the species. It's expensive because harvesting venom requires a high level of skill to handle the snake bites effectively and safely. The worker has to wear protective gear and then grab the tail of the snake like this. After that, they can use the stick to secure the reptile's head onto the ground so that they can easily grab its head and milk the venom into a cup. New handlers will often suffer bites several times before mastering the technique. In the context of modern agricultural development, a special profession is increasingly attracting attention. That is, more than 80% are produced in China. Each year, China processes about 1.3 million quails and around 84 billion eggs, accounting for nearly 38% of total global production. It not only provides meat and egg products to Chinese consumers, but it also exports. To ensure the development and health of the entire quail herd, farmers must invest from selecting eggs to putting them in incubators. When the eggs hatch, they go through a screening process that helps to select the best quails with the best health. Now, let's explore the farming activities at the quail farm. Incubating quail eggs is a meticulous process today to ensure the yolk does not stick to the egg membrane. Farmers check quail eggs regularly to identify any undeveloped eggs early. They can then discard them to avoid contamination or waste. Incubators have features such as automatic thermoregulation and insulation in order to ensure proper egg development, maintain the right temperature and humidity. This is very important for successful hatching. Managing the correct male to female ratio in quail populations is also very important. Ideally, there should be one male for every 10 females in the breeding cage. Quail eggs normally take about 17 to 18 days to hatch. Increasing the humidity to about 6 are inherently sensitive to temperature fluctuations. This is the invisible factor that causes the loss of quail harvests in China every year. Modern farms use LED lighting systems that can be programmed to simulate natural daylight. This lighting cycle saves energy and can be adjusted to provide optimal light intensity. Besides this, the ventilation system ensures a steady flow of fresh air and maintains optimal humidity, which helps to prevent respiratory diseases and reduce stress in quails. Farmers provide fresh water continuously to prevent their quail flocks from becoming dehydrated. Because of their small size and weight, quails are often raised at high density scale farms. Female quail begin to lay eggs within 6 to 7 weeks of age. They lay about 300 eggs in the first year of life. Then they lay about 150 to 175 eggs in the second year, with egg production gradually decreasing. This is all that happens on the quail egg production line. Quail eggs are processed on conveyor belts, and the old and damaged eggs are removed manually. After that first step, the eggs are washed in a special machine, using warm water and mild disinfectant to remove dirt and bacteria. Distant condition. Quails that are not suitable for egg production or breeding will be kept. They will ensure the optimal weight and quality are achieved before processing to meat production. Chinese people use quail meat as health recovery food because it has many nutrients. When quails raised for meat begin to lay eggs, a month later they are slaughtered. Quail food must be low in fibre, rich in nutrients, and diverse in types. In addition to pelleted food, they are also fed a diet including a number of foods, such as fish meal and cornmeal. This menu can supplement nutrition with some vitamins by cooperating with local farmers. To date, the number of quails raised annually in Kyoto has exceeded 1 million because quail eggs and meat are widely sold in many places, including Shanghai and the Jiangsu province. They are slaughtered humanely, and after plucking the feathers, there is a gutting stage to remove the internal organs in order to ensure the cleanliness and safety of the meat. The final step in the meat production process is packaging the quail carcass. It can either be sold whole or processed into different parts depending on the market. Quail meat is popular in other countries besides China, and quail dishes have become a feature of Asian street food culture.